A report details a major journalistic investigation into a trove of approximately 700,000 photographs and documents smuggled out of Syria, which provide horrifying evidence of systematic torture, murder, and cover-ups by the regime of former President Bashar al-Assad. The images, primarily taken by the Syrian military police between 2015 and 2024, document corpses, many naked and bearing clear signs of torture, from locations like a military hospital in Damascus. The cache was secured by an anonymous Syrian military police colonel after Assad's downfall, who feared the evidence would be destroyed. He smuggled the hard drive out, and the materials eventually reached German public broadcaster NDR and its international partners. The investigation, involving media from 20 countries, verified the authenticity of the images through forensic analysis and by confirming the identity and testimony of the colonel, who provided access to his office and safe. The documents reveal a chilling, systematic process. The regime operated a killing machine that was given a false veneer of legality. After torturing and killing individuals, the military police would create documentary evidence, which was then sent to a military court for official post-mortem legalization, a rubber stamp process for deaths that had occurred months prior. This system, investigators believed, was built on the regime's assumption of impunity. Journalist Amir Musawi explains that while torture was initially used for extracting information, after the 2011 revolution, it transformed into a weapon of terror against the civilian population to crush dissent. The purpose was to intimidate Syrians from demonstrating by showcasing the horrific fate that awaited them. The colonel who provided the evidence claimed he was merely following orders to document the process and did not express personal guilt. He stated his motivation for saving and publicizing the evidence was so that victims' families would know the truth. A crucial aspect of the investigation has been attempting to identify victims from the materials, extracting around 500 names and codes. This information has been shared with United Nations organizations and Syrian NGOs to help provide answers to grieving families desperate for information about missing loved ones. Despite international awareness sparked by earlier leaks like the Caesar files, the investigation shockingly found that this brutal documentation machine continued to operate efficiently at least through October 2024. The evidence is now being used by Germany's Federal Prosecutor's Office to investigate perpetrators for potential war crimes, aiming to advance justice against Assad and his officers in European courts. Ultimately, the investigation serves two primary purposes. First, to provide a small measure of clarity and closure to Syrian families living in darkness about the fate of their relatives. And second, to amass undeniable, objective evidence of the regime's atrocities to hold those responsible accountable in the international justice system. The report presents the archive as both a gruesome record of state-sponsored crime and a vital tool for truth and accountability.